to North Geelong, there's got to be a loser. Yeah. But to us, all I can say, boys, it's party time.
And party they will.
We are back. Front page on the Pulse. It's sport time and a particular focus on the Geelong and District Football League. If you want to make a comment or pass judgment or send a message to Paul Welsh, he might have belted you 30 years ago and you want to get revenge, 04 888 77 947 out there recently. News. It's a ground people love to go to because they get well looked after. I know the catering out there is famous around the league. Some wonderful, good old-fashioned country cooking. And they're on a little bit of a rise again. And part of that help, I reckon, will be talking about past glories and 1994 premiers in the Geelong and District Football League, as it was known then. Wasn't a big focus, or perhaps bigger focus on netball. But what are your memories of that particular year? Because you had quite a good side.
Yeah, we had a great side that year, but we didn't start the year that well. After round 7 or 8, we'd only won 2 games, and then Daryl got us together and said, that's it, a few of yous won't be here in the coming weeks, and we're starting the pre-season right now. And that's when you used to play first and second division sides, and we were running into some second division sides. So we did a full pre-season, and if you didn't turn up, that was it, you didn't play. And all thanks to Daryl, he just pulled out all stops, and we all done it. And he got us, and we ran from Anakie. He goes, run from Anakie, keep running, go right into Shortenvale Road, and just keep running until Noel Tucker picks you up in the cattle truck. And me being 34 at the time, I was struggling, and I laid in the middle of the road. So because he said go to the front first and pick up all the front blokes, try and pass the back blokes and pick up the front blokes. So I laid in the middle of the road so Noel could pick me up. And it was a freezing night. It was damn near snowing, and I sat in the cab all the way and picked up all the other fellas.
So you were cut no slack, being 34-year-old and a fairly handy player.
Daryl said I didn't have to do it, but being assistant coach, I didn't mind doing it. I didn't mind training, so I done it all. Yeah.
Now Daryl's an interesting character, very well regarded around the competition as a player and a leader. I know he played in a Premiership side at Newcombe under Larry Donohue's coaching, and Larry speaks very, very highly of his footballing nous. He's one who didn't necessarily present physically all that well. So how difficult was it a message for Daryl to be sending his players about commitment when he was probably a kilo or two overweight himself?
Daryl did it all as well too, though he did all the training as well. But Daryl was best come Saturday with his playing and his strategies, and some of the moves he made in that grand final was unbelievable. And he had them set up during the week that he was going to make them. He said that in his interview afterwards, and he was fantastic. And all he said that day, he didn't harp on about anything. He said just being within a goal all day, and that's what we were. And he goes, we'll run over top of him at the end, and that's what happened. He sort of planned it to the minute, and we just got on a roll. One of those things, you just get on a roll. Like one day at Amateurs there in the pouring rain, we were 7 or 8 goals down, hadn't kicked a goal at half time. We got over the top of them in the pouring rain at Amateurs, and that was always a hard task there to get over there. And we were copping it off the balcony there from the boys on the balcony, but we got over the top.
Yeah, that's standard there.
And we beat them in the preliminary final. I think we were the last side to play them in the GDFL. I think they went to the Ballerine after that.
Okay.
Next year.
It's always that you don't remember the runners-up. Who were your opponents in the grand final?
North Geelong.
Pretty handy players in that era at that club?
They had a very good side. Sid Jones, a fantastic player. Timmy Swear's an absolute star. Neil Lavford, Simon Vack, to name a few. Craig Eves. They were very good footballers, and they had a good side right across the ground as well.
One of the things I love about footy as fellas get a little bit older, the brutality might go out. You don't whack each other much, but the respect still sits there. And one of the great joys I had, I think it was 2 years ago, was Anakie versus North Geelong, and pre-match we got Daryl Bissett and Sid Jones into the box to just have a chat about their rivalry, but this great friendship and respect the two of them had. And it was born out of that game, plus a bit of interleague stuff, but particularly, that game. And it's great that they can sit back now and have those memories. And I guess for someone like yourself that's played a lot of footy and in some premierships and with some great players. Looking back, it's probably a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is, and it'll be a great day Saturday because most of the 94 blokes will be there and all that sort of stuff. And usually Sid usually makes a trip out. And I think they're playing North Geelong, and I think Timmy Swennerson will be there too because his boys play with North. So it's always good to catch up. He's a fantastic fella too. All good fellas, really good blokes.
Yeah, Swennerson family's been very synonymous with that club.
Yeah. For a long time.
For a long, long time. Get on, we've got a couple of minutes. I want you, who do you think is going to be the biggest rat bag at the reunion on Saturday? If not yourself.
No, it won't be me.
Who were the real clowns in the change rooms 30 years ago?
Jimmy Elmer.
There you go.
Yep. He broke road for us. I think he tagged Swennerson for a bit on that day, and Jimmy always has a great time.
Yeah.
And always did. Win, lose or draw.
So he'll be up there and about?
Yeah, I think he'll be... Or David Cook.
Oh, yeah, he goes all right.
Yeah, Cook.
He goes good at reunions. I was he won at Mottawarri recently. He's a premiership coach out there. He goes well at reunions.
And he always makes a speech at the end.
He does.
Yes.
And he's very good at it.
Alford in the ruck, because Welsh should give him a hiding out there at Anakie early in the year. I think that's something they were thinking about. But when you made your moves, I think that's what turned the game. When you pushed yourself to centre half back, Jolly into the forward line, I thought was a match-winning move. And Malcolm Key followed you he followed you onto the ball, or I thought you were going onto the ball, and I thought that just unsettled him a little bit.
Yeah, it was funny. We knew that they'd probably follow Welsh around. I mean, he's the best player in the league. He's as we know now, a dual league best and fairest winner as far as the club's concerned. We knew they'd make some moves to try and cut a few of us out. We tried to shut Jones and Swennerson out.